Yo, what is going on, everybody? Caveman Jack back for another album reaction / review, and we are back live from the studio. Yo, hopefully you guys are having an awesome week. Diving into a classic band this week. U2 have a rich discography, one of the best rock bands of all time. I've listened to my fair share of U2 hits, a couple that I've listened to my whole life. My dad is a huge U2 fan. Had always kind of played their singles for me growing up. So there are a fair few hits that I do know by U2, but they've also got a large range of hidden gems and albums that have pockets of gold in them that I've been hoping to kind of seek out. Apple Music did their top 100 albums. I've mentioned it a couple times on the channel now. Whether or not we agree with the list is one thing, but it's a great list of albums. There are great albums on that list. So a fair few of them I hope to kind of get through and check out. A lot of the ones that I've been meaning to check out for quite some time. And the Joshua Tree is on that list, and it's a big U2 album, one that I've been pretty keen to check out, and has one of my favorite songs of all time on it, With or Without You. So keen to check that one out again as we run through this album. There are obviously going to be some absolute hits from this album just because of how big it was, and those are the ones that I'll probably know, but I've never listened to this album in full, so I'm pretty keen to hear what Bono and the rest of the gang have on this, 1987? 1987 classic. So this is The Joshua Tree by U2. That is Billie Eilish. That is not U2. Here we go. Where the Streets Have No Name. Obviously a massive hit in their discography. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite U2 song of all time? Please let me know. I want to know why it's your favorite. For a couple people, I reckon this could be their favorite as well. Just a perfect way to introduce that guitar. Kind of fades itself in. It's almost like it's coming down from the heavens, man. Iconic, man, iconic. Yes, sir.
Touch the flame where the streets have no name.
It also feels like you're kind of like running. The track makes you feel like you're running. Bono's always had just such incredible falsetto and great control of his vocal takes. Always bewildered me as a kid growing up. Just how he could hit some of those notes. Like this bit here, just I always wanted to see U2 live. They're a band that I would just love to see. But I can't afford to go to Vegas and see him at the Sphere. Like that guitar is. so good live. You know, like imagine the energy of the arena. Oh yeah, the highlight to me is that guitar riff that just pushes the song. Really just has such a warm feeling to it, a courageous feeling to it. It makes you feel like you're flying, you know? And just the synth work too, that is a really underrated part I haven't really taken note of, just how it adds a bit of emotion to it. Yeah. Don't need to say too much about that track. It is a classic. It's one of their biggest songs for a reason. And we are following this one up with another classic. This is another classic, man. Bruh. Again, the guitar just really does kind of fade in. Bass guitar. That's solid, man.
I have climbed highest mountains. I have run through the fields only to be with you. Only to be with you. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for.
Just a nice little guitar riffs that just like playing little ad-libs. You know, just not a whole lot of instrumentation, but just enough to just keep that song just feeling adventurous, allowing Bono's vocals to really just remain the highlight, and that electric guitar that's like constantly kind of playing, really bouncing off his voice. Acoustic come in. Wait, what is it?
What I'm looking for.
Two absolute bangers to start the album. You've dropped the album. You two are like, here we go. First two tracks, let's just hit you with some absolute tracks. The listener's going, wow, man, this band, they know what they're doing. They've just made some absolute hits. You are locked in. You are locked in. Great 1-2 punch. Great 1-2 punch. But everyone knows that after a 1-2 punch, you got to come with the uppercut, man. And this next track is the best uppercut of all, With or Without You, man. This one is legendary. This is my favorite U2 song. One of my favorite tracks of all time. Just come on, what are you supposed to say to that, man?
See the stone set in your eyes. See the thorn twist in your side. I'll wait for you.
Control, man.
With or without you. With or without you.
Oh man, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Where's that guitar? Here we go.
And you give yourself away. And you give yourself away. And you give. And you give. And you give yourself away. My hands are tied.
Bruh.
My body bruised, she got me with nothing will, and nothing left to lose. With or without you.
Bro, this part's hard.
With or without you, I can't live. With or without you. With or without you. With or without you, I can't live. With or without you. With or without you.
Bro, I'm full sweat now, man. I'm full sweat. Yo, bring those guitars back in, man. Come on, here we go. And we need that other one come back here. There it is. Man, just an absolute hit. I just love the way it builds. I love how it builds this massive moment, and then it just kind of plays itself out here. It just kind of says, hey, I'm here, and now I'm going. It's just a fantastic track, and Bono's voice control is just so prevalent on that track. The layers of the guitar are just, it's a classic for me, and it's classic for many people. You know, it's one that will go down forever. But now we're getting into the rest of the album, and now the rest of the album, I haven't heard any of these tracks as far as I'm aware, which is kind of cool because, you know, imagine you start your album with 3 massive hits like that. You know, there's going to be other gold on this album. Bang, drum straight away. More grungy than the other tracks. Movie, like, you know, like that real kind of action movie feel to it, that guitar.
In the howling wind comes a stinging rain.
It's got a little bit of grunt on that.
See each other nails into the souls on the chill veins. Falling over the sky, falling over the sky, falling over, falling over. You plant a demon seed, you raise a flower on fire.
I like that bass guitar. Really aggressive. Let us know in the comments if you've seen U2 live. What is it like? What is it like? Like I said earlier, something that I definitely want to do. Really long-winded guitar.
Space red like a rose and a thorn bush, like all the colors of a royal flush. And it's peeling off those dollar bills, slapping them down. 100, 200.
Yeah, it's a cool guitar solo here. Dang, that one was like probably the most grungy track we've heard. Really aggressive, really powerful vocal take by Bono. Really kind of like that kind of gritty kind of sound, especially from the guitars too. Long-winded notes, the guitar solo as well. just really kind of an aggressive track, especially after With or Without You. That one is a lot more harder. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's
So she
nice.
woke up
That's
from where
nice.
she was, lying still. Said, I gotta do something about where we're going.
Just beautiful piano, man. Simple, but just beautiful chords.
Sweet the sin, bitter the taste in my mouth. I see 7 towers,
Instrumentation is really subtle here as well. Far cry from that last track.
You gotta cry without weeping, talk without speaking, scream without raising your voice. You know I took the poison from the poison stream, then I floated.
Getting a bit of a groove to it now. That's a nice effect on the kick drum. Tom.
Suffer the needle chill. She's running to stand still.
That's a nice line. She's running to stand still. Really powerful line. Man, harmonica, man. Bruh. I can't tell you the last time I heard the harmonica. How much character can you get out of a harmonica, man? Man, what a beautiful song. Just like really nice to hear that kind of softer side of U2's music, similar to With or Without You. Just really nice. And also, like I said, the harmonica, man, like how often do you hear the harmonica in music anymore? And so whenever I do hear it, I'm always just really, got a lot of voice, got a lot of character. I like how the instrumentation just allowed Bono to do his thing. And I think that's what I've noticed a lot of the time with U2's songs is he's very much the frontman, and he really, his voice propels the songs, and the instrumentation just highlights it.
From father to son, the blood runs thin. See faces frozen still against the wind. The seam is split, the cold face cracked, the lines are long, there's no going back, has come and gone. Hey, leave me holding on in Red Hill Town. See lights go down on. Hang it up, you always left to hold on to. I'm still waiting.
Hit that note.
Will scorch the earth, set fire to the sky. We stoop so low to reach so high. A link is lost, a chain undone. We wait all day for night to come, and it comes like a hunted child.
Right, man.
I'm hanging on. You always left to hold on to. I'm still waiting. Love slowly stripped away. Love seen us by the day. Hanging on. Let's go out on a red hill. Let's go down a red hill. Let's go down a red hill sound. Let's go down a red hill.
That was so good, man. Man, just a feel good track. Love that, man. Like, I mean, we could go on and on about just how much power and just versatility Bono has in his voice and his vocal range. Just being able to do the things he does midline, it's just so cool, and really inspiring. You know, like how much love and passion these guys have for the music they've made over their long career now, and they continue to play shows and stuff like that. It's awesome. Red Hill Mining Town just had such a feel good to it. Nothing crazy, but just all the instrumentation kept building towards the chorus. And when the chorus would play, it was kind of a sing along, you know. And finally, that outro. You know, I'm always keen to hear how synths are used in the '80s, because obviously, the '80s had a lot of great synth sounds, and so far on this album, a lot of subtle synth work. So you're not hearing like the synths on, full display. Obviously, the guitars are really taking a lot of the kind of mix space, but just hearing the subtle additions of the synthesizer when necessary to highlight and just kind of embellish certain aspects and parts of the songs is always really cool to hear. And yeah, that's just a classic U2 song that just, yeah, you just can't help but just smile and sing along to it. They like that kind of effect on the guitar, that kind of, you hear it a lot in these tracks. And the adrenaline pumping, kind of like fast pace.
Desert sky, dream beneath the desert sky. The rivers run but soon run dry. We need new dreams tonight. Sleep comes like a drug in God's country. Sad eyes, crooked crosses in God's country. In God's country. Naked flame, she stands with a naked flame. I stand with songs of pain, burned by the fire of love.
In God's Country, personally wasn't super blown away by that track's instrumentation and progression. The chorus just didn't really hit me personally. I really enjoyed the bridge section where it kind of really drew down, and we got the bass guitar and then the kind of fast paced guitar electric came back in. But yeah, overall, that song didn't really hit me like the previous tracks have. It was a shorter track as well. Had probably one of the shortest run times we've had on the album so far, I reckon, as well. So that track really blew by. And I think I'm used to hearing a little bit more space and time with the U2 track. So that one kind of caught me off guard. Okay. Back with the harmonica, man. Feel good this one. Isn't that guitar just like singing? It's almost like it's like a harmony. It's just singing with Bono. Wonder who's playing the harmonica. Let me know in the comments if you guys know who's playing the harmonica on this track. I like that little outro bit. That was cool. Yeah, really feel good track. I think Bono, I really enjoy when he has those little sections where he just kind of just goes for it. Quite often, like the bridge section or the outro, he just kind of goes for it and really tries to propel the song to its kind of final climax and play the rest of the song out. And look at the harmonica again. They've doubled up. They've double dipped on the harmonica, and I'm all for it. You know, the more harmonica, the better. I reckon. Like, let's bring back the harmonica. Bring it back. You know, I think it's a very underrated instrument, and when used with songs like this, maybe I just don't listen to enough rock music that's incorporated it. Maybe that's the case. For me, it's such a foreign instrument that doesn't get played enough. So that's why my reaction is so like, what the heck, harmonica? Got a kind of like Tarzan feel to it. It's a bit Phil Collins vibe. Now it's back to that U2 vibe, definitely. Really cool how they have this distinct sound that it's really charismatic and characteristically U2. the layering of the synths there. That's cool. Here we go. Dang, it's so atmospheric.
Oh, great sea, run to the ocean,
Dang.
run to the sea.
It was a very interesting journey of a track, that one. It wasn't doing too much for me. Like, it was really just subtle. It was nice. It was a nice, easy listen. And then we had that really nice section that was just kind of the Sims kind of having their moment. And I was like, oh, this is really nice. But then, yeah, Bono had his kind of Bono time. He went into Bono time where he's, really kind of belting out and really soulful kind of outro. It was a little bit jarring though, I will be honest, when he was kind of belting out that raining, which was good. The guitar got really distorted in the left ear of the mix, got really distorted over to the point where it was slightly overbearing. I don't know if that was a strategic choice, like it was meant to kind of almost kind of take over the whole sound, and that's how we completely get down to that nice subtle outro, that really, really bare bone outro after we've had this distortion. But it was just a bit too much in the mix. But then that little outro there after the song had cut itself off completely, and it was just Bono and the Sims. Man, I could just listen to Bono sing over some Sims over and over again because that was so lovely.
You know he got the cure, you know he went astray. He used to stay awake to drag the dreams he had away. He wanted to believe in the hands of love. His head had felt heavy as he came across the land. The dog started crying like a broken-hearted man. And the howling wind, and the howling wind, he went deeper into black, deeper into white. You see the stars shine like nails in the night. He felt the healing, healing, healing.
So felt like, in Optimus Prime at the end of the Transformers movies, he does his like hero's monologue. It's like humans must be protected. Felt like that was the kind of song that could be playing while he's like doing his monologue. Very instrumentation based. Again, very atmospheric. Like it's even the way Bono was singing it was kind of like really kind of theatric in the way that it was trying to blend with the suspense and the music. Final track of the album. Here we go. Man, the Joshua Tree. Finally checked it out. Man, it's time with the Sims. It's gonna make me happy. Firstly, Mothers of the Disappeared. Loved the way that track started with the synth and ended with the synth. Thought it was really cool how they did that. Obviously, a really personal song. I feel like you two were trying to show compassion and acknowledge mothers who had lost their kids, whether it be taken from their land, taken from their home, other circumstances, just like acknowledging, like the trauma and the pain the mothers feel. They can still hear their daughters crying through the wind or their kids kind of crying. They can feel they're crying through the rain. Not a huge amount of lyrics, but the lyrics were really poignant and addressed the themes directly and were quite emotive and very powerful. And the instrumentation backed the message. It really felt quite quite a somber, like it was almost like reflective piece. It wasn't like a depressing sound. It wasn't a hopeful, happy sound. It was just this reflective, somber piece. And that's why the instrumentation never went too hard to show consideration to the message and the theme. A really beautiful, powerful outro to the Joshua Tree, which was an album that is a classic for a reason. Obviously, we got those first three big hits that start the album, which I love. But for me, the point of this reaction wasn't to hear those tracks because I've heard those tracks a lot. It was to hear the rest of this project because there was a lot of themes, sounds, U2 hits that or hidden gems. I know a lot of people have listened to this album, but there'd be a fair few of us like myself who have only really heard the hits. So to go through their bodies of work where I can and hear their extended tracks, that branch out the discography a bit, gives a little bit more insight to the band, how they work, what sounds work for them, and you can tell that they have this classic sound that is so consistently U2, if that makes sense. Yeah, once again, I mentioned it a bunch of times, but Bono's ability to just transcend the mix and it just floats on everything. Went when he needed to go, was more subtle when he also needed to be subtle. So such a classic album. It's on a lot of people's top 100 list. That was a Joshua Tree by U2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. What's your favorite track from this album? I'd love to hear more about, what this album meant to you. If you enjoyed this video, I want to see more, feel free to subscribe to the channel and join the community. We listen to a wide range of music on the channel. Anyway, guys, take care. My name is Caveman Jack, and I will see y'all in the next video. Cheers.